Decal
Got
Plus.
it.
Is it live? Okay, you guys, I have this thing that popped up that's like, do you need this? I'm like, I don't know if I need that. So, you know, we just rolled it. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's going. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, I'm just making sure that I can see comments on Facebook, and then we can get going with this because, guys, I swear, I really am a smart person, but some days it's just not my friend. Okay, so while people are jumping on here, oh, I was like, Tanya, I can't hear you. While people are jumping on here, and she leaves. Okay, I am in my jewelry shop. So I had this originally, Mom and I started in her front room. And so we work this together. She has her own rep number, I have mine, but within this business, it's great because you can work with a downline, a sideline, an upline, and still make the business work. Oh, my hair looks so good. And I did have jewelry on, but I have to change my clothes because I went live this morning. But over time, we have expanded. So I'm going to try and show you. We created these like accordion boards, and they all move. Hold on. You guys are gonna laugh at me. If you guys would have seen, and then working your business to the best of your ability, it doesn't matter where you're at, you can make it work. I had a table, what is it? A TV tray table, you know, those ones like the TV that you go put by your couch and you can eat while you watch TV. I know it's TV trays. So if you don't know what it is, you guys can go look it up. But I had those last night and I put them on top of bins or like boxes because I needed it higher. So, you know, you just make it, and they walked in this morning and I had a bin here and a bin here and I had a table on top of it. But these are my boards. So I just have one of everything that is definitely connected. So these are my display pieces, and all the extras I have out in my shop. But this is what, and we have these boards that will move back and forth. So Tanya was asking about my inventory.
Yeah, you had to professionally get a carpenter and bolt those to the walls. And that's
handy.
Yeah, I need to
one of those
YouTube.
gunny thingies and figure it out and use it. You might want to use a level, but
okay, it won't cost high price to get in there and do it, because I have some space that I love to do that.
so I need to do a video on it. So yes,
Yeah.
I will make a video and I will show you guys what that kind of is. And you guys utilize your space. Like that's why I haven't put spaces on, like dimensions on stuff, because work with your space where this is just a whole sheet of pegboard. And then we use both sides of it and we just took a 1x1 board and screwed it around. And we use spray paint, just spray painted those suckers sorry, Brittany's tangent for a hot minute. Some people like pink, some people like black. Guess what? And I can't even turn my camera around.
The silver, I find, yeah.
Silver pops everything, because when you have gunmetal on your boards, you put the black next, you're not gonna see that gunmetal. I have a light silver, it's still gonna pop the jewelry. So if this is for events or whatnot, I just think like black is classy, but you can't see things.
You're right, Brittany. I've experimented with all three, the pink, the black, and the gray. And I agree, the gray from here on out.
Yeah, 100%. So this is, and then we just got hinges that are 360 degree hinges. I have the hinges for that. Ours were very expensive. I have talked to people that have gone and bought hinges from a fencing place, like for your posts of fencing, because it has to, like, it deals with weight and weather and stuff. And those were cheaper and they still work the same. So it's like just getting creative with your different things, but I will make sure to have all the links together in it, and then people can look at it and say, here, I want to go this route or this route. And then I just bought super cheap little S hooks, like 200 of them for, what was it? Is it 15 bucks? Like super, super cheap. So these, and they don't come out, obviously, as you can tell, are struggling, but, okay, one more squirrel moment, you guys, okay? So each of my pieces, I don't have, holy hatcher, right here. I need to get on my phone. Okay, so I have a tag with each one. This tag tells me that is in section L, bin 159. So I don't have to have it, like before I would have it behind the board. It was in this box or this box. But I know I just have to go to section L or section A, and this is where the box is at. Once this piece is sold out, I take this tag, I put it in a special box, and then when I buy new pieces, I will assign a new piece to this box. So then it's like, that's my organization system. So if it's here we've got bins or boxes or Ziploc baggies, whatever it is, that's what works for me.
So you don't tag the jewelry, just keep the tags with the jewelry?
Oh, I tag the jewelry.
Barcode, yeah.
So I have the barcode with my system, but if I didn't have this barcode, I still have on the barcode, it is written on the back. It has the name of it, which you guys, I don't know half the names. I don't even tell people what the name is. Guess what? Even if you ask me a certain blockbuster name, I don't know the names. My brain is at that capacity. But I know, so if I lose the tag, I still know I have it here. So I have two of them, just so I have, like, I know when this is empty. 99% of the time, when this goes to another place in my shop, I know, okay, this is sold out. And then they double check and make sure. But depending on where a piece is, so we are talking about systems today. Within my shop, my system is, I could go and show you the different places. I need to get on my phone. I could show you different places in my shop, and I can tell you exactly what is going on in those places, and I know what is happening with a piece of jewelry. So, example, from the moment it walks in the door, a piece walks in the door. There's my door. This is so unprofessional, you guys. I am like dying.
Best training of the week.
You are so, hence why I've got a whole bin right here. But usually a box will come right here. So I've got my normal. Oh my God. I'm gonna go get my phone. But I have my phone behind it, my box, and then everything gets counted. And then once it gets counted, then it goes to, well, so I get to keep one of every piece because I have a problem. And then I will say, okay, I don't need this. I will be nice and give it up. So it's a problem. I know, that's why I do what I do. But so then after that, then it goes to, they will take the pieces and put it in whatever box it's assigned once it's put into my system. And then another piece will go into, like, I've got a box right here. And so they're in here that I know, okay, these pieces need to make sure that they get a barcode, they get a tag, the tag assigned to it, make sure it has that. And then that is my display piece. And then it goes over to a different board, which most of my stuff, I do pre-sales. So when I do my pre-sales, big majority of the time, it is sold out before I am even able to sell most of my pieces. So I will take them, and I have this little short board because my dad didn't measure correct. I mean, he did a great job. I am very grateful. So we have this small board that how to utilize. So I know this board right here is everything new that came in for the week. You can obviously tell it's a good 6 inches shorter and it doesn't drive me crazy, but it works. So all of these pieces, I know, okay, these have come in, they are circulating through like the different pre-claims or whatnot. And so I'm not going to show it if I don't have it. And so they wait here until they get through the cards and then I go in and show it. So I know, okay, this is this board. Or if it's a Z, like I have my own board that's right here. So depending on what it is, and once we get the, what is it? Every time after I order, I will go put it on a spreadsheet and I will say, okay, I'll put the date, I'll put the order number, and then once the tracking comes through, I will put it on the spreadsheet. So once I get that order, that goes into a special place on someone's desk. They got a folder somewhere, and they will go and check that off. So I know I don't do that anymore. I just set up the system. So but we will check it off to make sure, have I received every order? Have I not received every order? So it's figuring out what works the best for you. And then why systems are really good is because your time is valuable. Your time is money, and there's only so much time in a day. So what are the things that are the little tedious things? And it's not saying that you are better or less than anyone else, but you are a business owner. So you're going to do this. You're going to figure it out. What is the easiest, quickest way that you can create a system behind it that it is KISS. K, keep, I, it, simple, stupid simple, KISS. I really can spell, you guys. So how can you make it so simple? Like we have this so simple. My daughter that's 14, she can come in and do these things. So when I have people say, hey, you guys go like use, what is it? Shop, Live Shopper. That's going to get your comments. It's Live Shopper, isn't it? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Shop. Lizzie, do you know what that thing was? It will come to me.
On the platform?
On the platform that captures all the comments. It's like $10 a month that you guys can pay for. I will figure out what it is and I will put it in the comments. If anybody knows, I know I've talked about it. So there is this program that you can, it's $10 a month. They don't have, it doesn't, it's, they're kind of show it in there that it's like, oh, there's not a $10 option. Oh, there is. Don't pay for the higher option. But it will gather all the comments. So you can, because a lot of the times, like Facebook will filter out some of those comments. So you can watch it on the side and you can have a computer up and make sure you're not missing some of the claims and whatnot.
Comment live.
It's not comment live, is it?
Something to research.
I will find it. Comment Sold grabs all my stuff, but it was kind of the same thing, but you just got to go through all the comments and grab it. Or you can just take them and just do your invoices. Like that's going to, it's a comment catcher.
Oh.
But Deb, what is the name of that program? I can't remember. But anyways, Comment Sold is a lot more expensive and they just raise their rates. And so I don't recommend doing that because yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. But this one is just the $10 and it's just the comment catcher. And then when you think, yes, I will let you guys know. And then that's going to save you guys time. Is there somebody that is a high school kid? Is there a family member, a child of your own, a grandkid, whoever, that can come in and help you for like an hour, to come in and count your jewelry, put it into just piles for you? Again, this is time is money. So what is the different things that you can do to save you time, and that every little minute that it's like, okay, if I don't have to count this jewelry, I don't have to sort this jewelry, I don't have to put it here. If someone else is doing that for you, okay, here's my orders, help me pull these, and then you can go through and double check them. However you want to do it, if you can save time there, that's one more minute of you being able to go live and doing income producing activities, that you're commenting on people. So that's what like today was about, is, okay, do you have systems? Are they really worth the system? Is it not worth doing the system? Is it something you can do consistently? And so it's kind of looking at your things that it's going to make it the easiest. And Tanya, I will have you jump in for 2 seconds. I'm going to hurry and send a message and find out what the name of that is, because now it is driving me nuts.
Great. Brittany, we thank you for that demonstration. We thank you for giving us a look and today's lesson. All right, y'all. It was.
Like,
I get lost sometimes when Eric scrambles, because he gives so much information, so many gems, and you have to pay attention. And then he'll go into his story, but it's a gem in there. And then before you look up, I'm like, oh, wait, that was good. I missed it. But he gave a lot of great information today. He asked some Q&A. The Q&A started late, but he drew the Q&A out. The basis of the lesson was, we have systems. Systems are the first things that we should be coming in with. Systems are the first things we should be training our first recruits on. Systems that work. Systems are necessary. Some systems aren't. Paparazzi, for example, our monthly challenges. Now, he said the challenges are good, the promotions are fabulous, but be careful, because there will come a time where you will have to pivot in those promotions and those challenges, because people will get sick and tired of sick of being challenged. But he said it works, but don't rely on that as a system, your promotions, your challenges, to get you new clients, new customers, new business partners, because somewhere in there you will have to pivot. All right. Like attention spans, they are very short, and they are very short when it comes to challenges. And when people feel they're not meeting those goals, they quickly can fall off. Like our consultants, he mentioned that the low investment doesn't give a lot of people a lot of push to come in and give drive in the beginning. That's why the skill set of recruiting is one of the very first things he wants us to dive into. I have personally recruited at least 10 consultants across the board, but I have yet to have 10 actively at one time. So my challenge for the weekend is to get into the course about 10 recruits. A valid question came up in the Q&A is, what do you do when you get the 10 recruits? He's like, wait. Get the 10 recruits first, because then you will have mastered how to pitch, how to show tools, how to bring people in and turn them into business partners. You will have that locked down once you complete the 10 recruits, because then we're going into giving the actual skill set. We've been talking about skill sets all year. And now I'm really getting the full picture of the skill sets are great, but how great are they if you don't have a system in place of a team to train them on? He made a good comment today. He said, oh, that was my page 2. He made a great comment. He said that systems help. That's not the comment. Let me start from the beginning. The challenges, people. Those systems that work, you need to be in the system core, or the promotions and campaigns and seasonals. Those are great, but you'll need to pivot. Plan, if you have a plan to maximize the season, I'm sure we do. Paparazzi gives us a plan each month on how to operate and promote our business. So the holidays are coming up. We have promotions and plans all around those. Keep in mind, those promotions are great, but keep in mind of your systems. How do you start? What happens when this, what's the second step? What's the third? How will you come back into it each time? And this was my question. He pretty much answered it as he was filling in information. My question was, you get your recruits and people are moving, but you have, and you will always have a selective few that always fall off and they want to catch up, fall off, want to catch up. You're restarting them. His response to that is, that's the business. You will always have recruits that come in, fall off, come in and fall off. But if you're constantly filling that funnel of recruits, you will have your people in place to take them to the next step and the next step. So that was where I had an issue. People keep falling off and they don't complete tasks. And I got to follow up and where are you? Oh, you didn't complete that. We got to go back here. No, those people shouldn't be granted as much of your time. The go-getters will come in, do the assignments, the challenges that are given to you, and you're going to move them to the next step. But we can't do that if we don't have systems. And it's a whole lot of waste of time if we have systems that are unnecessary. For instance, I have tons of them back here, I'm sure. Unnecessary systems. I can't even recall some of the examples. He went into the recruits and he really staggered around those 10 recruits and focusing on getting them to a system that everyone understands, everyone does, and is profitable, that works. So let's evaluate our systems. Oh, and he gave us a lesson on how to train our mindset, because we know that it's a mindset thing, team. Train our mindset. He did give us some great courses. We have training here. Frank Divas has months and months of training as well. We can always go into their shop and get the background noise. And this is me, when my body is racing, my mind is everywhere. And when my body is my mind is everywhere, my body is trying to rest. So I am going to create a new habit, create background noises. Eric gave us great free training, and I'm going to constantly listen to that in my downtime. He suggested, instead of watching Suits, instead of being a victim to Law and Order SVU, get the background noises of personal growth. He said in his commute when he was working, it was most fulfilling time in his personal growth. Because I agree with this, it keeps the negative energy out. Those negative thoughts, those people, those problems, those things that won't matter 5 or 10 minutes from now, that allows you to breathe and you can stay focused, because we know anything that we hear repetitiously, just like a kindergarten, we hear those things repetitiously, we learn. So I'm turning off the radio instead of learning a new song, and I'm going to create the background noise with the personal growth. So let's reevaluate, check the systems that we don't need, and let's 10x those that are working and move forward. It was a great lesson. He recapped it as, I hope you're getting great things from the systems check. And I am. Any others?
Amazing. I love you. You guys, I put in the chat real quick before, we got 5 minutes. It's Loyal Shop. Again, when you go to pricing, they said I don't know if you have to contact them or something. I don't think they have listed that $9.99, but they said there is the lower option from when I was getting this information from people. They said there's the $9.99. That's a month that will be that comment capture. So again,
that's a system that's logged into your Facebook and it'll capture those comments, or a whole nother system that you can just go, go live.
I believe it connects somehow and it just captures the comments.
We'll research. That's a good, that's a gem. Thanks.
I don't know. I just know that
it may work for a lot of it.
Yes.
Right.
So like the top sellers that are not doing comments sold, they are using this. That's why I green called someone. I was like, tell me what it is.
Cool.
Okay, bye-bye. So, yes, thank you so much for doing this today, Tanya. Like you nailed, I love you. Good luck on new releases today. And those gold leather earrings, I'm like, or necklaces. Like I gotta get every letter today. So I'm kind of antsy. So she's like, what? Yeah, they're doing the gold initial necklaces today. So that's what they're releasing. And then they also had another something that I was like, ooh, I need that in my life. So
Yeah, my team dropped some sneak peeks today, but I didn't see any goals. I know now.
There was the sneak peek of that heart necklace too.
yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Cool.
Like,
And let me give you the comment that really rang out. I found it in my note. Eric stated, when we train, it is your responsibility to turn that into a system. Just marinate on that. It's our responsibility to turn it into a system. When you train, team, it's our responsibility to turn it into a system. Even a training system, inventory system, collection of comments, a system. Oh, use the app. First thing came to my mind with those systems, collecting comments, reviews. That's great website reviews, just the comments. Great team. You guys have a fabulous weekend. It's been a busy end of the week. Let's go forth and stay booked and busy. Thanks for hanging out with us, Britt. You are the best.
thank you. I love you, Tanya. Thank you, you guys. See you later.
See you guys Monday.
Yes, see you.